in a rush, I'm trying to just go ahead and get it over with. I'm seasoning it, bam. And I go to flip the salmon. Mind you, I could cook. I don't give a what he say. Can I say it? We too far in the podcast. I said it really quick. Just bleep it out. I don't care what he say. I can cook, right? I flip it over. All of the oil in the pan, it wasn't that much, but all of it ended up on my hand. So half of my hand is burnt up.
You know, I've been trying to figure out how.
I don't know. I literally went to go flip it, like as you do. Like I had it on there, skin down, right? I went to go flip it just to sear the top a little bit. All of the oil splashed right on my hand.
Damn.
You didn't even care. Oh my God, you made me so mad.
I didn't
care. No, you didn't.
I went and found you some
what? Something I didn't ask for?
Okay.
I asked for aloe vera.
And I didn't see any aloe vera.
So he bought me something that wasn't aloe vera.
But it was for burns.
And we already had it in the house.
You see, you don't care. You don't care. I try. See, and this is my problem. If you ask me to do something, I'm going to try to the best of my ability to do it. I went to 2 stores because the first store I went to didn't have the aloe vera. And I was like, well, let me go to this store. Maybe they'll have the aloe vera. But they didn't have it either. And instead of coming home with nothing, I said, well, at least I can try to get her something for her burns. So I looked for anything that would help for burns. And
you got me something that we already had.
I didn't know we had the shit
sitting on my dresser.
I didn't know we had it.
That.
But
actually,
that's not my fault.
I had just used it on our baby. We had had it. And then I was
he got burned?
Well, how am I going to go to sleep? Like, it's on my sleep hand because you got a hand that you put under the pillow to kind of like cradle your head. I was like, you don't have a sleep hand?
Nah, because if I sleep on my hand go to sleep.
Well, you also have a sleep apnea machine, so it probably dictates what positions you can use.
No, not at all. I can sleep any way I want to with my sleep apnea mask. But what I'm saying is, if I sleep on my hand will go to sleep.
It's you gotta have enough cushion under the pillow. So it was on my sleep hand.
Well, you took all the cushiony pillows.
Yeah, I needed it. I was like, yo, I can't go to sleep.
Last night, you always take them.
I kept saying, I can't go to sleep. What am I gonna do? I can't lay on this. What am I gonna do? Oh my God, I'm panicking because I don't know if it's bad enough. I gotta go to the ER. And
I asked you, do you want to go to the ER?
You weren't gonna take me to the ER. You were just asking me, did I want to go? That means I still would have just went. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta cover my hand. Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, I guess I gotta get something to cover my hand. You didn't look at me once.
Okay, but she's also doing this while the Knicks game was on.
So I keep saying it.
And it was the Knicks versus the Celtics. We ain't beat them, we lost.
And I burnt myself cooking your food. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go. It's gonna be closed soon. He not even paying attention to me. So I left in the middle of the night.
And went where?
I went to Walgreens. I went to the drugstore.
The same place that I went to.
To get something to cover my hand, I went for something different.
Oh, you didn't ask me for that. I would have went.
No, you wouldn't have.
After the game.
You thought I was going to wait that long?
It wasn't that long. It was overtime.
It would have been closed by the time you got there. It was almost closed when I left.
Oh, well, good thing you went.
You didn't even turn around and look at me. I said, I can't believe this. Okay, well.
Ooh, what, you just wanted me to stare at you?
No, I wanted you to acknowledge I was telling you that I had burnt myself and I was in pain.
I did.
And I just wanted you to take care of me.
How? You couldn't even take care of you.
Yeah. So that's why you're there. If you see that I'm in distress, why wouldn't you be like, yo, I just want to make sure that you're good.
I asked you,
I want to take care of my queen.
I asked you if you wanted to go to the ER. That was how in my mind, I said, let me take care of you.
Yeah, but you weren't going to be able to take me.
But.
So asking, was you caring? You want to go to the ER?
Yeah.
And if I said yes, you'd be like, all right, well, you should go ahead and go then.
Yeah. Because maybe it wasn't in your mind. My eye.
That's God. Whatever is in your eye. You got something in your eye right now? It's fucking you up, huh? That's why.
I'm good.
We're 5 minutes in. I've said too many curse words for 5 minutes in, but you can bleep them out.
All I'm saying is, for you to go through all of that, I expected the salmon to be a lot better.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, God, that was terrible. I'm just playing with you.
No, you're not.
I am just playing with you.
The problem is you started throwing up this morning. You said you threw up. But
Yo,
I didn't,
you know what?
I didn't catch the fish. I bought it from the store.
No, because this is why I think I threw up. You said, and it didn't.
I know why you threw up.
it didn't dawn on me until you.
I know exactly why
you hold it until I say this, and maybe it's the same reason. When you were flipping it, let me guess, you were flipping it to the bottom side.
To the top. It was on the bottom. It cooked on the bottom first.
But it was the first flip, obviously. Because when I ate the fish, that bottom was not cooked at all.
The bottom is what I had it on at first.
The bottom wasn't cooked.
That's what I was searing it on, was the bottom.
It wasn't cooked.
And it had been up there for a while, so.
It wasn't cooked.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
It wasn't cooked.
But I also did take it off faster because I burnt myself. And because you always like, I don't want no dry salmon. I want a little. It was
a little dry. But you know, I didn't mention any of that.
I went through a medical emergency.
Yeah, that's why I didn't mention any of it. I was like, yo, my queen was in pain.
I know exactly why you know. I know why you threw up.
She labored.
That had nothing to do with why you threw up.
Why?
You threw up because you wanted to go get some bad bitch crumble cookies, and you ate that and salmon together.
No, that's not why I threw up.
You ate a crumble cookie that the Kardashians prefer. I said, what flavor cookie is this? I don't know, but it's all the Kardashians' favorite cookies. So I got Kim's and I got Candles. Nigga, I don't know what they taste like. I don't give a fuck.
But I always wanted to know. So I got the Kardashian cookies.
Oh my gosh. And that's why you threw up.
Yeah. No, that's not why I threw up. That damn bottom was, and I knew it last night, it wasn't cooked well.
Look what that Kardashian cookie did to a black man.
It wasn't the Kardashian.
Look what it did to a black man. Look what it did.
It wasn't the cookie, man. It wasn't the Kardashian cookie.
And I don't have a problem with the Kardashians, but
it was the uncooked skin. That shit was rubbery, and but
if we be honest for real, I literally had that skin cooking. Like it cooked skin side down first. And then when I went to go flip it, and usually I'll flip it back on the skin.
Maybe you shouldn't have flipped it. Then you wouldn't have burned yourself, and I would have had cooked.
I should not have cooked it at all. I was like, this ain't even for me. Like, everybody else is eating. I'm about to go eat. It's fine. And then you're fucking.
Nah, I feel like if all jokes aside, I feel bad. I felt bad that you had hurt yourself, and I felt worse that I didn't know what I could do to help you. Especially because I know the thing that went in my mind before I bought what I bought you was, where can I find an aloe vera plant?
Wegmans has them.
Well, I didn't know that. I don't go into that place.
Wegmans has.
But I was like, where can I? Because I
have a
knew.
couple. Like they keep them in stock.
I didn't know that, but I knew that might help. So I was like, where can I find an aloe vera plant? I had no idea because it was already late.
Went to the international store too.
It was already late when I got in. So
I'm just saying, you go there for the chicken, for the fried chicken.
I went there one time to try they fried.
That's because they just started selling it.
Yeah, and let me tell y'all, get it fresh. Because if it ain't fresh, it ain't right.
The people that don't live here don't know what the hell
you're right.
About.
This is real regional, right?
They don't
but
know.
There's an international market that got fried chicken from Farm Fresh. And Farm Fresh used to be a grocery store out here that had the best fried chicken you ever want to have. And
they've been teasing us for months with a sign on the outside said, coming soon, Farm Fresh fried chicken.
Right.
And if you live out here, you've been waiting for that sign. Because it was going around on social media like it was a myth. Like it was a doctored AI photo. And niggas was sharing it like, this can't be real. This can't be real. And I was like, you know what? That's out my way. Let me go look.
Yeah. And I seen on social media that it was open, and I was like, oh shit, this is the moment we've been waiting for. And I went there and I got the chicken. I should have known something first because the bag was different. And I was like, nah, this ain't what I wanted. But it wasn't hot. When you got it, it was under the heat lamp. Yeah, it's different. Not even under the heat lamp. It was in a hot box.
You know what? I know the chicken is so good because when I posted it on social media, I posted it on my Facebook. People were in my comments saying, bitch, why are you telling everybody? They was like, oh my God, we had it. Like, why? Why are you opening your mouth?
You got to get it fresh anyway.
Yeah.
You got to get it fresh.
You got to be there early, so.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
They start selling at 12. It's fine. Never mind. They look, we're not even big in Virginia, so. Virginia's not even a big market for us. They don't like us.
Oh, man. But no, how do you feel today?
It hurt. What the fuck are you talking about?
I've never been burned before.
You've never been burned?
Not like that. Not with like
On
fire.
your dick. You talking about
heat.
your dick?
Yeah, I've been burned there,
Yeah.
but not like heat.
It's not the same.
I that's why I'm asking.
It hurts. It hurts bad. Like
It looked
hurts.
brown. It looked dark.
Yeah,
Yo,
it's
it
a
gave you some
burn.
color, son.
Keep fucking playing
It
with
gave
me.
you some.
All right. And that's why you cooking your dinner for the rest of your life. I'm only cooking for children.
Nah, and I felt bad. I did feel bad because you were cooking the fish for me. So I did feel bad about that.
Today I literally was like, hey, I told our son, I said, don't eat no spaghetti for lunch because that's going to be dinner because I'm not cooking shit today.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, man.
So,
It's J-Rod.
Kristen Sivills.
And then we the podcast, the fastest growing podcast in Houston, Texas.
Hey, I got gas in my chest, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I usually have a song. I've been starting to transform it into a sound, but it would just be a burp at the end of this one. So
You all fucked up.
I am really fucked up. I don't feel good, to be honest with you, but I am here.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes just appearing and being present.
Oh, shut the hell
is
up.
all.
Shut up.
What the hell are you doing with?
Nothing. My lips a little bright. I'm still talking to you, baby. I can multitask. They know me.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Get ready for your new adventure with shades that are built to last. Go to shadyrays.com and use code ATW for 35% off polarized sunglasses.
They send us some. They nice.
Yeah, man, they really are. Let's get into my favorite part.
Bitches love lists.
Yeah, baby. Another week.
You know what's crazy? So if you listen on audio, I just put lip liner on, right? And I reached to put the lip liner on the table in front of us, but this outfit is so tight that I grunted. So if you hear the grunt, that's what just happened.
It ain't because of outfit
And
tight.
it might happen a couple more times. These buttons fighting for their life.
It's not because of outfit tight.
I even got a little Faja jank on, and this thing is go ahead. It's fine.
You always grunting though. You grunt with every movement.
Yeah, I think that's how my bones built up now, though.
No.
That's how my bones built. They are.
Oh man. Today's list: top 6 songs you thought you were a part of.
Yeah.
Now you explain that.
I came up with this title because originally he said, let's do breakup songs. And I was like, okay, that's cool, but that's generic. What are some songs not necessarily about relationships that when they came on, you thought that was your story? Like you thought that was your story. Like my brother is from, he was born in Newport News, Virginia, if we're going to be honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he used to love Ja Rule, my oldest brother. So that nigga would just come in the house and be like, I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, you don't. But you don't, and you not from New York. You not none of those things. But that was his life story.
Uh-huh.
Like if he went into the world, he would be like, this song describes me. Like, yeah, so I just thought about it. There are certain songs that we embody and we sing them like we wrote the song, and that's
Okay.
about us.
And that's what's up.
So that's what I put.
Well, these are our top 6. Number 6. What the hell are you doing?
I have to Google something. Can you not tell everybody behind the scenes? I'm Googling a year. Is that okay?
It's not behind the scenes if you in front of a camera.
But they know me. If they watching, they know me. If they watching clips, they might have just met me. But y'all know me. What the fuck? Y'all usually want me to take notes because I be forgetting shit.
What?
Yeah, I be forgetting shit, and then I don't take notes. You know, a lot of podcasts have notes.
Really?
I mean, you have an outline of things we talk about, but a lot of people come in with like facts and information. And I don't ever do that. I just be like, this is what we talking about. I should have more information.
Okay.
You don't realize that most of the time we talk about shit, I'd be like, what's his name? Or, oh, I forgot. I'm trying to be informative now. I'm trying to be like real. Because how we going to get a deal if I don't know what I'm talking about? What? You're not calling me. You're not listening to me just say, oh, I forgot. What's the next thing?
Okay.
It's just one thing. I'm looking up a year. It's fine.
Okay.
You go first. I got
Okay.
it.
All right, man. Top 6 songs you thought you were a part of. Number 6, for me, I'm going to say All Cried Out.
Okay.
I am not one of those people that can hear a song and start crying.
Yeah.
I'm not. But with All Cried Out,
Yeah.
the tears that flowed down my face.
Was it both part? And I think I think one of the members of Allure listens to us. But was it the 112 part? Like, was it their part, the whole song?
It was the whole song.
Because I know that's the version you're talking about.
It was the whole. Well, wait, what?
I think there's more than one version.
Of All Cried Out?
I'm pretty sure.
Allure and 112.
Yeah,
All Cried
well,
Out.
for one, Allure does have a version by themselves. But I think it's a
What?
remake, baby. I'm pretty sure All Cried Out is a remake.
What? Get out of here.
It is.
It's a remake? By who?
Lisa and Cold Jam.
Damn, I can't even say shit about Lisa. Damn. I thought she made I Wonder If I Take You Home.
Why she couldn't sing both songs? Wait, hold on. Wait.
What?
Wait. Actually, I think that's wrong.
Okay.
I thought it was. It is one, but that's not the lyrics.
Listen, all I know is when Allure.
Somebody is listening like, that girl don't know what. No. She did sing it. Lisa sang it.
Wow.
And it's the same version. Okay. All
Well,
right, I had to make sure.
When Allure and 112 sang it, the tears.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And mind you, I had to be every part of maybe about 10 or 11 when it came out.
Yeah.
About 10 or 11.
You sure? You were that young?
I was.
It's fine. That's why I got a phone today. Go ahead. but go ahead. No, it's fine because we just be saying stuff.
I just know I was young enough to not understand why I was crying, but I was old enough to know one day I was going to have a love that was going to make me cry like that.
It came out in 97.
So I was 11 or 12. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was around there. I said 10 or 11. I was 11 or 12. Yeah. 97.
No.
Yeah.
I think you were older than that.
No.
You weren't.
No. What the fuck?
All right, 1990 is 7. That's 7 from 1990. And then you was born in 84. That's 6 more years.
Yeah. So wait, 13?
I'm not good at math, but it didn't sound right because I was 11.
So I was like 12.
Okay.
I was like 12. It was the early part of
13,
it was
14.
the early part of 97.
It's fine. You just older than me, and I assume it's fine. No, it's all right.
You over here wanted me to be a preteen.
It's okay. It's fine.
Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, when that song came out, man, All Cried Out, I loved it not only because back then I wasn't the biggest 112 fan. Back then, I hadn't realized.
I was about to say I would never know because now
I hadn't realized.
Yeah.
But when Slim came on, you know what I mean, never wanted to see things your way, had to go straight. But why was I such a fool? What? And I was like, I'm always a fool. I get it.
you know, at 11, 12.
You know what I mean?
12, 13. I'm a fool.
I'm a fool, man. Oh, and the tears will tears will cause an inferno.
Yeah. Oh, that lyric at that age, you was like,
An inferno.
an inferno?
Come on, son. That's a lot.
I didn't even know that was
That's
another word.
a lot of fire.
I didn't know that was another word for fire. I learned that actually. A lot of these songs be teaching stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, tears would cause an inferno, baby.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. All I know is that after that song went off, I was in tears and I'm like, why the fuck am I crying right now? I gotta hear it again when it comes back on the radio. Because you know that's how it went back then.
Yeah, or if you recorded it, you just catch it next
I didn't
time.
record it.
didn't record
I didn't record because I didn't know it was coming on.
Man, I had a great mixtape with overlapping commercials on it. Because I didn't know when to stop it. And I was like, I need that song. And I would record.
Remember you used to take the little tissue and put it in
and
there?
I would stop. Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, All Cried Out, man. Number 6, songs you thought you were a part of. These are the top 6 songs you thought you were a part of. Number 5.
You gonna laugh at me.
Okay.
And that's fine. I don't. Earth Song by Michael Jackson. So.
What? What did you think you was a part of?
I had never cared about the environment until I heard that song. So when he was...
You still don't care about the goddamn environment.
Well, I did when the song was on. So when he was in the forest holding on to... What about it? I was like crying. I cried to hear that song.
What?
Yeah. Cause like, what about us?
I hate that song.
Why? Why?
Oh my God, that's I hate that song.
Why?
And I know, you know what blew me? That there are a lot of adults. There are a lot of people that are fucking in love with that song.
What about flowering fields?
I felt like that was the most pansiest fucking song ever.
What? Why you didn't care about animals? For real. I wanted to go in the forest so bad. I was like, they need me in that forest. What?
What the fuck was you going to do? You thought you was Dr. Doolittle?
I just thought they needed me. I was like, I gotta be there because Michael Jackson fighting for this shit. Everything gonna burn down. We gotta be out in this bitch.
Nah, son.
What do you mean?
Fucking hated that song, yo.
That's not a good audio experience that I just did. But that's why I was in there. I was so every time I heard that song, like I was in my room almost acting it out.
Wait,
like,
acting what out? Being an elephant?
On the soft parts when Michael was singing, and he was like, "Look what we've done to the world." I was in the car, in the room, like that. Look what we've done.
So you thought you was Michael, is what you're saying?
I don't know if I thought I was Michael, but I kind of thought I was an activist. I was like, if Michael cares about this, I absolutely care about this too. Like
What you care about now?
I did a whole special on climate change.
Yeah, because you got paid.
Well, that is not what you say on here, baby. I really did. I really do give a fuck about what they talk about. What? Hey, they didn't mean it. He didn't mean that. I'm looking at my poster from the movie on the side. He didn't mean that. He didn't. We worked really hard on that. Shout out to the Hip Hop Caucus. We love that. We love it. For real. We fighting for climate change out here. And I think that's maybe that's what influenced me. That's what started it. Michael cared. And he made a whole song about it. So why I can't make a special, different forms of entertainment talking about climate change and stuff.
You know what?
The environment.
You know what? First of all, that's all bullshit.
No, it's not.
But it's when I realized how good you were as a comedian.
Baby.
Because I was like...
Baby, you can't do this here. That's not fair.
I was like, yo.
No, we were...
Her ass can make anything funny right now.
Baby, it was serious. I'm talking about...
You want to do a comedy?
I really do mean that. I meant that. I don't want no flooding out here in Norfolk. Baby, I really did. Y'all don't listen to him. I meant everything I said. The flooding is stupid. We got to make a change. Oh, that's another one. Gotta make a change.
Now, that's a better one.
No, Earth Song. I need to be in the forest. Doing the thing that he was doing. Now?
Oh, gosh, man. Are you finished?
Maybe. I think so.
These are the top 6 songs you thought you were a part of.
Well, let's start over.
These are the top. These are the top 6 songs you thought you were a part of. Number 4. On Bended Knee, Boys and Men.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for you.
You know,
how old were you when that song came out?
I don't know. Maybe, what was that? 94, 96.
It feels like one of those, but I don't know.
It was either 94 or 96, man. When that song came out, like to this day, it's one of my favorite songs ever. I fought my group to sing that song on the Apollo. And they want to go with I'll Make Love to You, whatever.
Damn.
But I want to do On Bended Knee because to me, that is one of the greatest fucking songs.
No, it's a really good song.
Okay.
It's a really good song. What?
I'm feeling emotional right now.
Who the fuck are you thinking about?
What?
Colin Kaepernick? What do you think about?
No, because God give me a reason. I'm down on bended knee.
Yeah.
Like you are begging and pleading on your knees. Yeah. Imagine what brings you to your knees. She is walking out the door and you standing up saying, please don't go is not enough. So you get down on your knees to grab up her legs to hold her.
That just doesn't
Now
feel
you
like
can't hold her for too long because then
that's entrapment.
Not entrapment.
It's not?
No, that's
kidnapping.
Kidnapping, right. You can't do that.
That's not entrapment. You not trapped when you kidnap?
No, entrapment is when you try to trap somebody with their words, I think.
Well, that's dumb. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
I think that's what it...
You trap them with words?
I think so.
What do you say?
You put them in...
What is it like if you go out here and say this, I'm going to get you?
No.
Isn't that blackmail?
No. Listen.
If you say...
I thought you had your phone today.
I'm building a square with my words.
I thought you had your phone
Don't
today.
You step
Look
outside,
up some shit.
Don't step outside the box. That's trapping somebody with their words. You two outside the box.
No, but seriously, on bended knee, it's just a cry. It's a cry for love. It's a cry for Wanye. Okay, when Wanye was singing and his neck was going all around, I was like, oh, that's how you're supposed to sing, and that's how I'll sing for the rest of my life, with my neck just moving around, hitting notes and stuff.
Oh, so it kind of is with your words?
Yeah.
It says where persons accused of a crime they would not have committed had they not been induced or tricked into doing so by law enforcement with coercion, fraud.
Yeah, a little bit like that, yeah.
So that's words.
Not really. But I like how you try to help me.
It's not words.
That could be anything.
It sounded like words to me.
No.
Okay. That's like when they stop you and they throw the weed in the car and they say, you got this weed here. Like that?
Nah, that's a setup.
It's too many words. I don't know. All right. They all mean the same thing.
Anyway, man, I am in love with that song, On Bended Knee, and I thought I was a part of it. And like I said, when Wanye was doing his Wanye, I was like, oh, that's how you're supposed to sing. That's how you're supposed to sing.
You're supposed to do your neck like
that.
You
got to move it around. It's almost like Stevie, but it's a little bit more erratic. You know what I mean? Stevie's more of the...
Stevie don't really know.
Smoother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With Wanye, it was like, I got to get this note out or you going...
And Wanye know what it looked like. So he did that on purpose. That's on purpose for him. He know what it looked like.
But yeah, man, these are the top 6 songs you thought you were a part of. Number 3.
I've mentioned this song in a list before, but it's I didn't realize it was such a pivotal part of my life. We Can't Be Friends. I was like 11 when that song came out, and I don't know why I felt like I was a part of that song, because she said, I went by Mother's and saw your car there, and I didn't know nobody with a car that want my mama.
Well, that's because you was 11.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So I put myself in that position, but it wasn't about me, but I don't know why I felt like I had experienced that kind of heartbreak. You know what I mean? And even as I got older, I would hear that song, and I would start applying it to other relationships. And like the first relationship I remember applying it to, it still wasn't realistic because his car wouldn't have been at my mother's because his license was suspended. So none of it really applied to me, but I was like, I've gone through this. Like, but I'm still in love with you. Like, you so close to my family, but I don't know why. I had not gone through anything. I had like a first kiss maybe by then.
So you had never, by then you only had a first kiss.
Yeah, I had only had a first kiss, but
you didn't feel like you couldn't be friends with that person if y'all wasn't together?
No.
Yo,
we wasn't together. We just kissed. What? When you that young, you shouldn't be kissing.
Wait.
But
why shouldn't you be kissing at 11?
You want our kids to be kissing at 11?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Because they're little boys. That's why. Our oldest is 17, so it doesn't apply to her.
Okay.
Would you want her kissing at 11?
Want is a strong word. Would I mind it? I don't think so.
I would.
It's just a kiss.
What?
It's just a kiss.
Kissing is a gateway drug. Yes, it is.
To what? Sucking?
Baby, I can't make out with you without you trying to fuck me.
That's different. I'm a different person.
Are you a different person?
I'm a different person.
What does that mean? You a person.
Yeah, but I'm also...
What does that mean? I don't know that. What? I don't know who that other little person is. I barely know my little person. So I don't know if she gonna want to do something else. You know what I mean?
Listen, at 11 years old, if you kiss somebody, I don't think that's a big deal. Now, if you licking...
Now, I mean,
bad.
I had kissed it. That doesn't mean my mom was right. She don't know. She might not know. I hope she don't listen. It don't matter. I'm grown, right? Anyway, my mom didn't know I kissed at 11.
Okay. Well, I mean, you don't tell your parents that, maybe you do. I don't know. Did I tell my mom about my first kiss? Do I remember my? No, I didn't tell my mom about my first kiss. And my first kiss, maybe, I know it was elementary school, 3rd grade, maybe. Tasha Brown.
Isn't that about the same? The person that I had my first kiss with passed away, actually.
Damn.
Yeah. Like I want to say, after high school?
What happened?
I don't know. I just found out that he died. I don't know.
You just, wait.
That's not funny.
Wait, you just looked up one day?
Nah, I just saw something, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really know him when we got to high school. We were like 2 different people. But neither here nor there. Like, I didn't have any of those experiences that I was going through, but at that time, I felt like, hell yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
I guess. I guess we went through a lot of like, I don't know. We went through a lot of trauma as kids, and not really. It was just through song. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't have a lot of those. Like I said, with All Cried Out, I was shocked that I even cried. A lot of songs didn't touch me like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of songs didn't really hit me like that.
I went through all the emotions you're supposed to go through as a child just because of music. I felt like I was really going through these things.
Well, that's cool.
I don't know. You're not going to like my number one, but go ahead.
Excuse me. These are the top 6 things. Oh,
God.
These are the top 6 songs you thought you were a part of. Number 2, Get At Me, Dog.
Okay.
Now, you got to understand, when DMX hit the scene, it was crazy. Like...
You was barking?
Oh, what?
You was barking at people? Like when cars passed by, you was barking?
No. No, but I thought I was the hardest in the street. And everybody I was with was hard. Get at me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
looking back now, and you look at the people you was hanging with, do you still have that same confidence today? You think you was delusional as a child?
nah, I still have that same confidence. It was only me that wasn't the hard one.
Everybody around you was hard.
They were hard.
That's why you had the chance to be so whimsical. Because everybody around you was like, "Don't fuck with him. You fuck with him. You fuck with me."
No, seriously though. Even when I moved to Virginia, I had to find
he gonna be a star. Leave you one of them. You know how you watch the movies and they trying to get the talented person out the hood, and they don't want them to get in no trouble. That was you.
I even found that in Virginia, where I found the hardest niggas. And I was like, yo, we friends now. And they was like, yo, Jay, you good, do what you do.
They was like, he gonna be a star. You gonna make it one day.
Yo, when I got on radio,
don't worry about us.
They lost it. They lost it. Yo, I told you, B. I was like, yeah, I guess you told me.
Don't worry about us. We got it. That's so funny.
Well, why they still let me smoke? Oh, man, they let me be a chimney.
I think that's just, I think that came with the territory.
But hanging? Yeah, they wouldn't let me sell drugs.
You had to do something. You had to do something.
What you mean?
I'm saying if they didn't want you getting in trouble and they wanted you to sustain your talent.
Or be around?
You had to do something.
I guess.
You ain't gonna be no lame ass nigga. We out here. We gonna hang with you, but you gotta bring something to the table now.
But yeah. Get at me, dog, though.
Yeah.
It was X, baby. What?
Yeah.
That was a.
Yeah.
I wanted a pit bull.
Would you have liked that?
Nah.
A pit bull?
Nah.
Yeah.
You gotta walk them.
Yeah, you gotta. And they'll punk you for real.
What you mean?
That's kind of like you hanging out with them niggas that would protect you if you would have got a pit bull. That actually seems like it's more up your speed now. Yeah, he'd have been like, don't even worry about these niggas out here. I got it.
Nah, man. Wait, that's what the dog
That's the dog.
say?
Sorry, that joke landed late. My bad. That was on me. That's on me. I should have been clear with my point.
Oh, man. These are the top 6 songs you thought you were a part of. Number 1.
Lil' Kim, No Time. So, first of all, I really wanted to ride an escalator. I don't think I had ridden an escalator yet by the time that video came out.
Escalator?
Yeah.
Like
in the video.
The stairs that go up and...
Yeah, I don't know if I had really experienced the escalator yet. Or I didn't know you could rap on them. I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could stand on the rest. You never seen the video? I didn't know.
Yeah, that's what did it.
Well, I didn't know you could Like, I thought it was just for, like, coming and going. I didn't know you could, like, that could be you could own the escalator. Like, you could just, you know what I mean? What? I'm talking about, I'm just in my room. No time for fake niggas. Just some Cristal with these real niggas. I could not drink either.
You didn't even know what Cristal was.
I didn't know what Cristal was, but, like, I wanted to be Little Kim.
That's a...
What? What you gonna say? Now, how do I say this without losing listeners? Now that Lil' Kim is grown, can we say that she was way too fast?
What you mean?
When she first came out, she was like 15.
No, she wasn't that. Was she?
She was young as a bitch when she first came out. Well, I know she was like 16, something like that. I know Foxy Brown was like 14, 15.
Yeah, Foxy Brown
but
was
like
young
they were young.
Mm-hmm.
Can we look back at that and be like, why this fast ass girl out here fucking and sucking? She's grown now. We can talk about it, right? We can't.
I'm just thinking, at that age, I wasn't fucking, but I was getting sucked.
And what's the difference of us? I don't know. Like, I feel like I could watch a Little Kim and watch all this stuff, and I didn't feel like I had to do that. You know what I mean?
No.
But like some of the...
I
They
no,
talk
you know
down
what?
about-
I do understand what you're saying, because nowadays it seems like
They
kids
blame everybody.
Well, kids want to emulate anything they see.
Yeah, and they blame people that don't have to necessarily be mentors, but it's still the same people that grew up off.
But I think that was the same back then. Maybe you just had a strong mind.
But I told you I was in my room. No time for fake niggas. Like, I was singing the lyrics, but I wasn't living the life. You know what I mean?
So you felt like you should have been living the life of a...
I don't know. I don't know. I'm fine with what I did, but it's just interesting to like know she was that young and she was doing all that, and I still saw that and was like, all right, well, I mean, I didn't feel pressure to be that.
Okay. I'm
all over the place. It's fine. But that's that.
I feel like you're having a therapy session real quick
Today?
right now.
It's with myself. It's with myself. I don't know. I ain't been able to talk to nobody.
Oh my gosh, man. Well, these were the top 6 songs you thought you were a part of. If you have songs that, I guess, embodied or encapsulated your lifestyle when you heard the song, then hit us up and let us know what's up.
You know another song we could use for honorable mention?
What's that?
Stingy, Genuine. When I sang it, it wasn't that I was in the song. I felt like I wanted someone to sing that song about me.
Please forgive me.
Yeah.
I'm just stingy,
Yeah.
selfish, and I can't.
Every
hide
time
it.
I sang it like I was my boyfriend.
That sounds like an insecure nigga.
Why?
When you think about, pull up the lyrics real quick.
I know what the lyrics are.
So yeah.
Can I have you for a minute? Don't get shy because my heart's in it. When I say
No.
Is
Just
that
the
the
chorus.
words?
Just
Wait.
the chorus.
you, Mace, is it you can say I'm tripping, but I'm stingy and I can't hide it.
Why he tripping?
Wanna keep you all to me. I'm selfish. Why try to fight it? You're the only one. I'm thinking the words. You're the only love that's strong enough to claim me. But please forgive me. I'm just stingy. But how can you blame me?
Nah,
What?
that nigga was insecure, man.
I don't think so.
I know an insecure nigga when I hear it.
Cause he's stingy?
He was the one that didn't want his girl around nobody.
What if he just really loved his girl? What if it had nothing to do with nobody else?
I didn't say there was, maybe it wasn't love. Maybe it was a little infatuation.
Why? What? Why? Why he can't just really love her?
You know what? Maybe I don't know love then.
I don't think so.
Maybe I don't know love.
I think I sang it like my man is singing this to me. Like I sang
That's the
it.
nigga that don't want you hanging out with nobody.
No, maybe they just want to see
Who
you
them
all the
niggas?
time.
That's my cousin and his friends. Well, I don't know his fucking friends. And I don't even know your cousin.
Ooh, but sometimes when you don't know the cousin, it could be like not a cousin. It
You
could
see?
be the family friend where it's like, that's my cousin just because you grew up together, but y'all could fuck, technically. You're not blood.
Yo.
You know what I mean? So you gotta know the cousins. Don't bring a random cousin that you've never talked about, I've never seen, and your parents don't know.
What-
And then
wait,
be
and your
"That's
parents don't
yeah.
know?
Your parents ain't never said nothing, or you know what I mean? And you be like, this my cousin. And they bad, Fuck no, it's not.
Wait, so you mad?
Fuck no.
You mad?
That's not your cousin. No.
But we like cousins.
What do you mean?
We like cousins.
What do you mean? You are like cousins.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know where this was going. You
No.
are like cousins. Yeah, but if you have never talked about them to me,
Because I ain't thought about them.
but you like cousins, that's closer than friends.
Yeah, but I ain't thought about them. Think about how many family members you meet every year
Oh, on your side?
on my side
It's a lot of y'all niggas.
that I never even mentioned, but then when I see them, it's like, oh shit.
No, you know what the problem was with you? That's why I wouldn't be offended if it was you. Because every time your mama mentioned a name, you'd be like, I don't know who that is. And then she'd be like, yes, you do. It's such and such that I don't know who that is. How the fuck you don't know who that is? What you mean? It's a lot of y'all. It's a lot of y'all.
Question of the day, man. What's the wildest reason you left the job? The wildest reason. Not that you got fired or anything like that. Not that you quit, but the wildest reason you left.
I don't really have
maybe
any.
quit. I guess you said quit.
Yeah, I don't have any wild reasons.
Really?
No, I have no wild reasons, but I mean, I've said this before. One time I just didn't want to work there no more because I didn't like the manager and he just thought he could talk to me any kind of way. And I was like, nigga, you are shorter than me. We're not doing that. And I left. And then like I needed some money a couple months later and they hired me back. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, I've said that, but I don't have a wild reason. Most of the time if I leave, it's because I just don't want to be there.
Wild reason for me. One time I left the job because it was too cold outside. And I didn't want to be a part of that. Because originally I was a popcorn delivery person.
Wow.
And
Wait, no. Okay, let's start over. So like door to door, like knives? Like
No.
you had a variety of popcorn. It was like, we selling caramel.
no, it was B2B.
No. I don't know.
Business to business.
Okay, don't ever do that to me.
What? That's what it's called.
I ain't
B2B.
never done nothing B2B. I ain't never done nothing B. I don't know what that is. What? You delivered popcorn. Wait. What was the start? Business to business. What was the first business? Orville?
No.
No.
I think it was Jody's popcorn.
Oh, Jody's.
Yeah.
And you went to other businesses to say, do y'all want some popcorn?
To sell the Jody's to like for instance, I remember
you gotta be, because I'm just trying to figure out.
like one time I remember going to Farm Fresh, the store that we was talking about earlier with the chicken, and I supplied them with popcorn. They had bought some popcorn.
You was the reason they had Jody's in there? I saw the
Well, I
Jody's.
wasn't the reason. Like I was the reason they kept having Jody's.
Oh.
Like I kept them stocked.
Oh, I thought you just went to random businesses and was like, y'all trying to supply you employees
Oh
with
no.
popcorn?
They already had.
Oh, so like vending machines? Or like,
no, B2B.
shut the fuck up. Like, wait, so like they supplied popcorn? Did all of them like supply it? Is that what you were the supplier of the popcorn?
Yeah. It was Jody's popcorn.
How you get that job?
My friend Crystal.
Because you don't even like popcorn. And that was my first thought, was like, this nigga don't even like to buy popcorn, but go ahead.
My friend Crystal, you know
Yeah,
her.
I know Crystal.
Her mom was close with Jody, and I needed a job.
Oh, the actual Jody?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I needed a job, and she got me in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so I was working there for a couple of weeks, and then they say, "Hey, you want to make some extra money?" It was during the wintertime. It was during Christmas season, actually. And I was like, "Sure, whatever," and because I was a good worker. Any place I've been, I've tried to be a good worker at first. He was like, "All right, so we want you to meet us here at this time." And I said, "Okay, cool." I went to where they wanted us to meet. Mind you, it's the winter. They wanted me to meet them at the ocean front, which the weather drops about 10 degrees lower when you're on the strip. And they wanted me to hand out hot cocoa and popcorn to cars going through the lights that they put on the ocean front.
Oh my God, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
I mean, they made a lot of money. It was a smart business move. But for me,
You don't like cold.
I quit.
Yeah, okay.
I
Well,
fucking quit everything that day.
I know a dumb reason I quit a job.
Why?
That just made me think. So I used to work at Up Against the Wall.
Okay.
I don't know if I've told this, but
I didn't know you used to work Up Against the Wall.
Yeah,
so.
I used to work at Up Against the Wall, which is a clothing store that used to be out. So, I think the third week I worked there, they had a concert. I don't remember what the concert was, but Chris Brown was on the lineup. Clips was on the lineup. Autumn was there or whatever. And this one day, most of the people were like walking through the mall that day that were on the lineup. I think the Clips came into Up Against the Wall. I mean, they from VA. Now it's whatever. But at the time, it was like, that's dope.
Right.
I mean, it's still dope. They still, like, don't disrespect them. I don't want it to sound like that. But this was like when they like first came out or something like that. And they was there. And I was like, man, this is dope. I'm in here. They in here. Because, you know, Up Against the Wall used to have the DJ and everything in there. And then they were talking about Chris Brown is in the food court singing. Like, the nigga was sitting, he was just in there, just singing around the food court. Not like putting on a performance. He was at the mall and he was singing in the food court. And I was like, I'm going to go on my lunch break. So I went down there because I had to see it. And I was like, this is cool as shit. And then somebody else, I saw somebody else when I was walking back. Like, it was just a full day for me. And I was like, this is cool as shit, right? And I already was kind of weird about the manager, but I had such a full day that the next day I was tired. And I was like, I'm not going into work today because honestly, I don't feel like being there because the manager, I'm all over the place. When I first started working there, the manager was this white girl, but she had like a real like, yeah, cuz, and then, and like real like, I don't want to say a black accent because I don't like being that person that thinks that people that grow up in different regions don't sound a certain way. But she was really like that. Like, and yeah, and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, where are you from? Why do you talk like that? She was like, I just been working in the store so long that I just started talking like this. And I was like, that's weird as fuck.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. So
she was working for a long time.
So the next day, I was like, you know what? I think I've completed my mission at Up Against the Wall. I had such a full day yesterday that I can't go in there and hear that bitch talk no more. So I'm just not gonna show up.
That's a terrible reason.
And I did not show up.
That is a terrible reason.
I had been there for 3 weeks. Like, it was such a cool day because it was like so many people everywhere. The DJ was playing. Like, it was a good time.
So you hit the pinnacle. You was like, I'll never have a better day than this.
Yeah. I was like, that's all that's gonna happen. If I have to go in there and hear her say, and what the fuck, and da-da-da, if I gotta hear that shit one more time, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna get fired. So I cannot go in there no more.
It's a little racist.
Like, if she was from like, I know when people are from places and it felt forced. It felt forced. And for her to say, I've been working in this store so long, I started talking like this. She didn't say, I'm from such and such. I grew up. It was, I had been in the store. I was like, girl, bye. I can't do this. You're going to end up putting me out. Yeah, so sorry.
All right.
I felt like it was all over the place, but I had to get the story out.
Okay.
You seem very irritated with me today.
No.
Are you irritated with me?
No.
Just
let's get to your answers. Wildest reasons that you ever left the job. Oh gosh, I lost it. I lost your answers. I don't know what happened. Okay, here we go. Wildest reasons you ever lost a job. Let's see. Somebody said the girl I worked for Acme creeped me out. It looked painful. That's a good reason to leave. I can't see your face no more.
Especially if you got that disorder where you can't see spots or dots. You know people, if you see a cluster of circles together, it scares them.
No.
You've never heard of that?
No, you the only one that look up diseases and fucking disorders every day.
Yeah, because I always think someone's trying to kill me. But you never heard of that?
Never.
If people, they see a cluster of spots or a cluster of bumps, or there's some people that can't look at honeycombs.
What?
Oh my God.
I love honeycombs.
If they're listening, they know because there's the circles. Literally. Oh my God.
You're mad at me like this shit is AIDS.
No, because I think that you think I'm making it up, but it's kind of like a well-known thing.
It's not okay. Okay.
You don't know a lot of things.
I believe that you're not making it up.
I'm not.
But I also don't believe that it's a well-known thing.
No, it is. Like, it's clusters of bumps or circles.
I hear what you're saying.
They can't, it freaks them out.
I hear what you're saying. That sounds like a disorder. I just don't believe that there are a majority of people out there that know that that's a disorder. I think a lot of people do know
about it. I do think a lot of people know about it.
I don't think you know how much you look up WebMD.
A lot of people do. You don't like going to the doctor, so you don't.
I go to the doctor all the time.
A lot of people do, though. They look up WebMD all the time.
No.
They do. Man, people be Googling, whatever. I'm going to find the name of it.
What's the wildest reason you ever left a job? Well, they left me, but I sent penis pic. Oh, shit.
What?
Well, they left me, but I sent penis cartoon pic to everyone in the company and our customer. All right.
Yep, that's funny.
All right. Yeah, I would have left your ass too.
Someone said I was for the streets. So that leads me to believe you was fucking everybody at the job.
Or you just knew that you made better money out on the streets.
No, that's not what that means at all. That's not how the kids today use I was for the streets. Someone said the guy I wanted to fuck got fired, so I had to see where my dick went, which isn't really my dick. I had to see, where they were going to work next. We were working in a factory. I was trying to experiment in the back of the trailers. Damn.
Okay.
Someone said, so my husband wouldn't go to jail.
I need more from that story.
I feel like it might be something like she was getting harassed or yelled at work, and her husband was like, I'm going to go in there.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting from it. I don't know.
Nah, that sounds like a good husband.
Yeah. Or it was like some mob shit, and they was like, it's either you leave now or...
I like that story better.
This sounds better. Yeah. First real job, super busy, but everyone said I made a mistake by leaving. 2 weeks later, the GM was arrested for embezzling, ripping up checks, stealing tips, faking and breaking and entering. Faking a breaking and entering?
Yeah.
Oh, saying that somebody else robbed them and he robbed them?
Yeah.
They wouldn't give me time off because my daughter was about to be born early, like at 7.5 months. And they said I can't get time off to be with my old lady. So I said, cool, and walked out.
That's a good reason.
Yeah.
That's a good reason.
Yeah. Our lunch break was an hour long. My manager sent me to break an hour before I was supposed to clock out. She told me to take a 30-minute break. I looked at her like, bitch, I get an hour. I'm taking a full hour. Matter of fact, I'm clocking out now and I'm going home, and never went back.
Damn. See, y'all got to stop being so mean.
What you mean? If you telling me I'm leaving, my lunch break is an hour, and you're telling me an hour before I go home to take a 30-minute lunch break, fuck you. I'm going home.
Okay.
Someone changed their child. Someone changed their child into stolen clothes and left. What?
Yeah, read the whole thing.
Someone changed their child into stolen clothes and left shit clothes and shit smears all over the seat and mirror of the fitting room. My supervisor told me to clean it and tried to scold me about the stolen clothes. I said, okay, grabbed my purse and left. Because I'm not cleaning your child shit. For real.
Yeah, no.
It's not a daycare. I'm not cleaning your child shit.
Fuck a daycare. I'm not cleaning your child shit, period.
Yeah. My manager called me a nigga and said I'll never be promoted. I thought... And thought I didn't hear him, so I quit. Saw his ass in the parking lot a few hours later. Safe to say I can't go back to that restaurant, but I ain't trying to eat there no more anyway.
Yo, what's the restaurant?
I want to know. I want to go. They made me work from home during COVID. My home is my place of peace, not bringing stressful work in. But it was COVID.
Nah, man. Fuck that.
Yes. Okay. Chef got drunk and threw a pot at me. He missed, but I picked it up and hit him with it. Damn.
That's.
Was there anything in the pot? That's my question.
Somebody said no windows. Where the fuck were you working at?
My job because it was no windows.
That's a good reason to quit, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, they put you in isolation.
Somebody said scheduled a trip to Spain, Italy, and France, was still in probational period. They said I couldn't take off. I said today is my last day.
Okay.
Damn.
Wait.
This is funny.
I'm gonna read it, but I'm not gonna read the name.
No, you gotta read the name. He put the name out there.
But I don't know him. They don't know him either. Okay. He said, this nigga Greg Cyril, I don't know who that is, pissed me off so bad he won't even my manager at the time, but I walked the fuck out, told that nigga to see me.
Yo.
I just want y'all to know that is the man that cuts our baby's hair. He's a good person. He's a good person. I broke my toenail. I had the most perfect square toenail and cracked the whole corner off. I said, this is a sign from God. This place ain't for me. Immediately sent an email to the GM, tell her I'd have to rescind my acceptance letter. I was 4 hours into my first day.
Wow.
Wait. Okay, I want to read one, but I don't know if I should read this.
No, read it. You put it up there.
I'm going to read it. What's the wildest reason you quit a job? They told me I couldn't embezzle any more money. You want to claim them or what?
That's a true story.
That's okay. Well,
I'm gonna just tell y'all, I know that person.
It's been solved though, right? Like he fine.
Yo, wild shit. So
Is he? He's not fine. Are they gonna see this?
No. So yeah, he was embezzling money, right?
Uh-huh. That's insane.
And the owner found out that he was embezzling money. Owner didn't do shit, didn't press charges, nothing like that. He was able to just leave, no problem.
With the money.
So I'm having a conversation with him. This is years ago. I'm having a conversation with him a couple of days ago, and he tells me, yeah, man, the owner invited me up there to the job, giving me free stuff and everything. And I'm like, nigga, you was stealing from them, and he's still cool with you? Yeah, man.
He must have been a really good employee. Or the owner didn't have no friends, and he just wanted to make some.
I'm going to go with both.
Okay.
I'm going to go with both.
All right.
And it was just, he was embezzling. He was doing a really good job in embezzling.
Oh, well, congratulations to him for keeping that relationship intact. Someone said, you know what? Fuck y'all. I want to say that before I read this. Because this one ON simply had me fucked up on the job and I didn't want to go to jail, so I left.
I get it. Them ONs, man.
What's a reason that you quit a job? It smelled like fish. It was a seafood restaurant. AC stopped working. That'll do it. I ain't gonna lie to you. That'll do it. What, you never gonna get it fixed? No, I'm out. I can't work in conditions like this.
What's the wildest reason you left the job? Was fucking the boss.
I left because I fucked my baby mama's friend, so HR released me of my duties.
Damn. So were they all working at the same place?
I don't know. It's a lot of fucking going on. My boss had a small dick, and I wanted to stop having sex with him without retaliation.
Damn.
Oh, but he was probably getting promotions and shit.
But if he did retaliate, then you had an even bigger case on your hand.
Oh, look, come on.
You should have let that nigga retaliate, man.
Come on. They had me standing inside a hot-ass building, not working, but still sweating first and last day there. Yeah. Black folks will quit for some heat.
Oh, yeah.
For some AC.
We didn't come here to be in the heat.
Yeah, for temperature control, we will quit a job. Like, oh, it's not comfortable enough for me. I'm not doing that. Bitch told me it was my job and my kid. Kids always first. I know that's right.
Wait, they told her it's your job or your kid?
She probably wanted to go do something with her kid, and they were like, you can't. You either you can go or, you know what I mean?
Nah, I would have picked the job. Fuck that.
Boss wanted a face-to-face meeting, but his breath smelled like 1,000 asses. That's a lot of asses. There were spit bombs every time my boss spoke, and they spoke a lot.
Yo, I hate when somebody that you need money from is talking and they talk with in their mouth, they be gleeting.
And most of the time, I like that word. Gleet. Gleet.
Yeah, man.
Did you make that up?
No, you remember gleet? You never heard gleet?
That might have been before my time. Gleet. They would say
ON? Yeah.
Or New York. I don't know. Do they say gleeting in New York?
I mean, it was from New York. Yeah, but
gleeting? I like that shit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's when the spit hits you. And it's like, damn, I need this money, so I gotta keep talking to them, but I gotta keep wiping my face at the same time.
They always be standing real close though. They do.
Hell yeah.
The dude I was with at the time left, had to follow the dick. Somebody said they asked me to like work and I thought I was in training. Oh, someone said my work wife got married.
Oh, that sucks.
See, and this is the problem that we got with y'all asses now.
I remember when I found out my work wife was in a relationship. Oh, that killed me.
Were you also in a relationship?
Yeah, but that don't.
Oh, and that
don't matter. That don't fucking matter, man.
I think you lived your whole life just for content.
No.
I think every move that you ever made, you was like, this gonna go good in a story.
No.
When I write my book.
No, see, it's not fair. I had a crush on her since college. Well, I was still in college. We went to the same college, but she was a little older than me. And I remember seeing her like one of the first days. I'm like, yo, she is gorgeous. And then I started working at this job and found out she was working there. And I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna try to, this is a sign. You know
I'm in
what I
a
mean?
relationship, but
this is a sign.
let me just see. Yeah.
Yeah. So I got cool with her. You know what I mean? And we was buddy. And then one day she was like, yeah, what do you think about these speakers? And I was like, I guess they cool. I'm not like a big speaker person. She was like, yeah, I'm getting it from my boyfriend's car. That shit.
Did you react like that? How'd you react in the moment?
Well, I'm not a hating ass nigga. So I was like, oh, he gonna love that.
I thought she was gonna be like, man, he ain't really gonna like nothing like that.
Nah. I'm not a hating ass dude,
Get
man.
that nigga a Tonka truck or something.
Nah, I was like, he gonna love that. And then I went to my desk. I went back to my desk.
And
man.
never spoke to her again.
Nah, I kept speaking to her. I had a big crush on her.
Did you meet the boyfriend?
Nah, crazy, never.
Never seen him.
Never. But she described him and everything. And I'm like,
Nothing like you. Huh?
nothing like me.
Nothing like
She became
you.
a fucking doctor or something, man.
I don't think you say a fucking doctor when you talk about a doctor. I don't think you say it like you're disgusted that she was a doc. What's wrong with you?
No, I see, because I knew she was going for doctor shit, but like
Doctor shit.
Yeah, but I seen her like maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and she was a doctor. Her license plate had doctor on it and all that shit. And I was like, oh my God, it's you. And it was cool to see her again, but I was like, bitch.
You fumbled some good women. Damn. That says a lot about me.
Yo, wait, what?
Because I can't believe I stayed. What did I say?
Oh God.
Wait. What's the question?
What's the wildest reason you
Quit a job.
Quit, yeah, whatever.
They stacked the boxes wrong and what? And in my way. I was only there for 3 days. What? Burger King, very first customer, black lady, badass attitude. I walked out. Damn. International company, affair with the boss. She got pregnant, went home, not mine. You know what? The way I read it is hilarious. It was just very straight to the point.
Yeah.
No details.
Wait a minute.
What? You know him?
No, but I'm thinking now that I'm reading it again. She got pregnant. I went home. Baby, not mine.
Yeah.
You got a baby out there in international waters.
That might be another baby. Yeah, that might be your baby.
Damn, I remember when my cousin told me that, man. He was like, yeah, I probably got like 2 or 3 out there.
Yeah.
He was in the service. He was like, yeah, I probably got like 2 or 3 out there. I was like, nigga.
Oh, okay.
You just got different babies?
Man, military men have always scared me. My daddy was one.
Just floating out here, man.
A female wait, hold on. A female coworker who known as Superhead left to keep the peace at home.
Damn.
That's crazy. A paper route, and I was tripping when I signed up, lasted 3 days.
Yo, mine's lasted 2.
I almost did it.
I did it.
I almost did a paper route.
It was cold as fuck. And oh my God, it was the worst. It was dark outside.
Yeah, it's dark when you get the paper.
Oh, and you had to walk. Oh man.
I was falsely accused of touching a coworker's son who also worked at said job. Damn, that is deep. All right. First day on the job and the manager disclosing her pussy business, yeasty and raw.
And you left? Girl,
she had more stories, honey.
Yeah.
She had more stories. She got to
that's
say.
perfect blackmail information.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. When she tried to. Yeah, I get it.
Tell all your business.
I got fired because the girl that my manager wanted chose me. Ooh.
Okay.
Damn, that's fucked up. Bob Evans, crackheads working there. There was no reason for me to stay.
I get that.
Yeah.
You don't want to work around a bunch of crackheads.
I worked at a job with crackheads, and then one of them ended up
smoking crack?
No, one of them went to prison because he killed 2 people. He actually went to prison.
Yo, you know so many killers.
He went to prison for killing one person, and then a cold case came up and found out he killed somebody else, and they solved it.
Why do you think killers like are attracted to you?
I don't know. He was a really nice man at the job.
So it was you that attracted
this
the
short
killers?
white man. He had an anger problem, but I looked past it. But it wasn't. He was never angry with me. He would just get frustrated with little shit. He was a dishwasher in the back of when I was working at Ruby Tuesdays. I don't care. They don't listen. And he used to be washing dishes, and he would be very polite, like talking like nice, but he would be slamming shit back there. He would get frustrated. He'd be walking out the back, throw his head on the ground, leave out, but he was still working there.
So they were crimes of passion, is what you're saying?
I think he was passionate about dishes. Maybe they changed the soap, and he was like, no. But he was nice. He wasn't like a nice person, but he was like a person that never was.
He was nice to you.
Yeah, he was nice to me and nice to some of us. Like he's joked and shit, but then he got arrested. His mugshot came up. I was like, oh fuck. And
wait, did he get arrested at the job?
No, this was after I was gone from the job.
Oh, okay.
And then like last year or something, his picture popped up on my feed again because they found out that he was the killer in another case.
That's crazy.
But he was already locked up. So that shit wild.
That is ass.
My supervisor was broke but trying to fuck. And don't do
And
that.
you left?
And that's your supervisor. You're not managing your money
You get
well.
more hours.
Okay.
What? You can't fuck for hours? Oh, that's bad for girls to do, I guess.
Well, if you don't do nothing you don't want to do. If you want to fuck the boss, though, fuck the boss. If it's a consensual relationship, fuck the boss.
Yeah, it's consensual if I say yes. And she say yes.
Yeah, as long as y'all saying yes.
Yeah.
People be looking down at fucking on the job, but like,
Oh,
if we know what we doing.
Shit.
Okay.
I fucked on every job.
I know.
Literally.
I know. That's bad, baby.
What?
Wait, every job? Even the college?
Yeah.
You fucked at the college?
Oh, no, not at the college.
But from the college?
Yeah.
Okay. Started getting quickie sessions in with my manager. When I wanted to stop, he threatened to fire me too. Damn. Well, that's what I'm talking about. Don't do that.
Yeah.
What? Wait, I don't know what any of that means.
Oh.
The captain, my supervisor, was fraternizing with the client liaison, letting her son do whatever the fuck he wanted to do on the clock. To top it all off, the same said captain was a Blasian female who couldn't stand to be around us.
Oh.
And then I'm assuming us is black folks.
Yeah.
Damn. Wanted me to work 16 hours, 5 days for 2 weeks because he fired somebody else.
Okay.
Trying to get you to do double the work. But yeah, I get it. I slept with the manager and she cut my hours. She cut your hours? That dick must have been trash. What? We just talked about sleeping with the manager. That dick was, she said, I don't want to see you? That's insane. Yo. Oh my gosh. What in the world is that?
Yo, that's funny. That
is a terrible situation to be in. You think you fucking up and they like, hey, don't put him on the schedule.
Yo, what do you do after that? That's a letdown.
Cause you probably going home and talking to your boys and everything like
I'm smashing the fuck out of her.
The shit out of her.
And then
I'm killing it. And then you look at your schedule next week and you're like, I only work on Saturday? I work on Saturday at 8 a.m. What you mean? What?
Damn, son. Yeah.
Oh, that's
not Saturday at 8 a.m. ain't bad. Saturday at 4 p.m.
Saturday night.
Yeah, that's bad.
It's like because you thought y'all was
Sunday morning.
You thought y'all was supposed to get together Saturday night, but she got you on the clock, and you like, but I thought we was gonna get dinner. We could do it next weekend.
Nah, son. Damn. That's bad. That's bad, yo.
I'll be mad.
Let's take a pause for the cause, man.
Yeah, I'll be mad to find out that my vagina had no benefits. It was just a vagina. Like, what? Guys, we're on tour. We only have one date, but we on tour. We have more dates that are coming up. So like Stay tuned. We've heard a little bit from New York and Atlanta and maybe Boston, but we'll release those when we get a chance. But right now, May 11th, on Mother's Day, yes, it's on Mother's Day. We're going to be in Chicago at the Den Theater. Do you have to bring your mother? No. You can. She got to just know what kind of person you are if you come to our show, but you could bring her, you know what I mean? Or your people, or have a girls' night, or guys that want to get away from their life. I don't care. Just come. It's May 11th in Chicago at the Den Theater. Or you can do all of the Mother's Day activities during the day. Come see us at night, okay? Because if I have to work on Mother's Day, then it is going to be a good show. And I'm super excited about doing the Den Theater. We've never done the Den Theater, but we have been there. Super dope. I think it'll be such a good show. I think it's going to be super fun, super interactive. And it's a new show. So just make sure you come get your tickets now. I cannot stress that enough. The earlier you get your tickets, then they know that you want to see us. They know because the tickets start selling. They know you want to see us. And then when some of these dates have gotten canceled in the past, it's because people are like, I'm waiting till whenever to get my tickets. And they wait till the last minute. It looks like nobody's buying the tickets. So make sure you get your tickets ASAP. Okay? Thanks to Shady Rays for supporting And Then We Podcast. Get ready for your next adventure with shades that are built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Go to shadyrays.com and use code ATW for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Shady Rays is a proudly independent sunglasses company offering top-tier quality that rivals even the most expensive brands. Their durable frames and crystal clear optics are perfect for every outdoor event. And with a wide selection of styles and colors, you're guaranteed to find your perfect pair. But here's the best part. If your shades go MIA or take a hit, don't sweat it. They've got lost and broken protection, so you're covered from day one. We were in need of some new sunglasses. The kids basically lost or broke all of our old ones. True story. When we found out Shady Rays, when we found out about them, we knew we had to jump on them. So we had a really dope, just kind of, variety and selection, and the prices were great. When we got ours, the packaging was cool, and the feel of them were surprisingly kind of sturdy. Jay hasn't stopped wearing his. He called me on FaceTime so I could see how cute he looked in the sun. And it was all right, and you will not either. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal for the season. Head to shadyrays.com and use code ATW for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. I love mine. I gotta get some more, matter of fact. I need to get some more. But that true story. He literally called me and was like, I'm cute in the sunlight. I'm cute. You see it?
That sunlight be fucking making me look like a star.
Yeah, I guess.
What?
No, you are a star. You're a star. Remember that song about Ray Cash? I'm a pimp in my own fucking mind. A pimp in my own. You don't remember that song? I'm a pimp in my own mind.
I remember it. I hated it.
Damn.
I hated it. Make sure you guys are joining us on socials. And Then We Pod is the @ name for all of them. Instagram, Twitter, or X, Facebook, and TikTok, which is around some more time.
Yeah, I guess it got extended.
Yeah. Also, make sure you join us on Patreon. We just dropped the episode yesterday. Cool episode. I really enjoyed that episode yesterday. It's for the married people. But I guess even if you're not married, it was still cool. But yeah, join us on Patreon. You can either get the app or you can get on the website, patreon.com. All you got to do is search And Then We Podcast.
And then we...
Yeah, man. Let's get into some topics right now. Young Miami says she gives her man 4 chances to cheat before calling it quits. You know what? I feel like she deserves a hand clap.
Look,
you're not mad at that.
You do whatever you want to do in your relationship. I don't think it's a bad thought process, but I think it's stupid to say it out loud.
What you mean?
Look, if we gonna make this official, you get 4 times.
You get 4 chances.
I'm not gonna give you a reason to do it.
That's not giving me a reason, but that lets me know if it happens. Oh, fuck.
That would have been something I kept in my mind. So like I'm a keep tally myself, but I'm not gonna tell you out loud.
Okay.
Yo.
Let me ask you a question. If you was a forgiving person,
I am a forgiving person.
and you would forgive a person for cheating on you, would it matter who the person is, depending on how many times they get to cheat?
What do you mean?
Like, for instance, if you were dating, I don't know, your baby daddy, he got like a certain amount of time to cheat, which is different from like dating me.
Can I just throw out baby daddy is only for one child? I just want to throw that out because we got 4 kids and I don't want.
Oh, okay.
I just like to specify.
Well,
sometimes.
I said dating. So.
Okay, but what you had a question about him? What did you say? If I was dating him,
Do different people get different amounts of chances to cheat?
I don't think he is somebody that would even have.
I'm not talking about him
All
specifically.
right. Well, then you need to use somebody else.
Fucking, I don't.
You mean like a child, a father of a child, not mine specifically?
Right.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant me and mine.
Oh my God.
All right. If it was the father of one of my children or of a child that I have.
Does he get more chances to cheat than someone else or less chances to cheat?
I think he would get a chance, maybe. Because I'm still very, especially with us, and we've talked about this, like cheating ain't really on the table if we are as open as we are.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But
For us specifically. That's us.
Okay.
But I'm saying if I'm going into a relationship thinking that we are only fucking each other the entire time, it is no swingers, no threesomes, no nothing, and you cheat on me, that goes against, I guess, my morals or whatever in that relationship, or just what my standard for a relationship is.
yeah, but if you're only dealing with if I'm only dealing with you and I'm supposed to be with you for the rest of my life, and I stray once or twice, maybe that should be forgiven because it's the rest of your life. Fuck it.
No, because it depends on what guidelines you have for your relationship.
I think you should be a little bit more understanding.
Not if I don't want to be.
Specifically.
Not if I don't want to be.
I don't know. I just feel like we look at cheating as such this bad thing, which it is.
Yeah.
Which it is.
Yeah.
In a relationship.
Yeah.
Can be bad. But I also don't know if it's like the end of the road or if it should be considered the end of the road.
But I think that's you. If you go into a relationship and I tell you my expectations are for you to never cheat on me, then I would expect you to never cheat on me.
Yeah, but like we were talking yesterday about like not fucking. And if I'm just fucking, like I ain't like making a relationship. Ain't like I got a girlfriend on the side. I just fuck some.
Yeah, but if I told you I don't want that and you do it anyway, then you don't care.
That was bad.
Then you don't care.
Bad, but do you not want to just, give me a chance?
No, because then you don't care.
I do care. I slipped.
I've told you my expectations.
I made a mistake. And honestly, you might have a lot of expectations in a relationship. And
so maybe,
I guarantee that if it's an expectation that doesn't involve cheating, you might give me another chance to prove myself to be better.
Maybe once or twice. I don't know. But I mean, 4 times to me and saying it out loud is a lot. It's a lot. Because now you just feel like you got 4 lives. It's not really a mistake.
But, I mean, I get 4 times, though. I get 4 times. Because, like, once every 10 years?
What if I gave you, what if in my mind again, because I would never say it out loud. In my mind, I was like, maybe once a year. Or in my mind, I'm letting once every 3 years slide or something like that.
Once a year sounds a little bit more reasonable.
No, it's because you like that. I'm saying in my mind, if I say like, I'm thinking that, but I'm never going to say out loud and give you 4 times in a year is a lot.
So I think a better question that I have for her hearing the 4 times is, okay, you're going to take him back after cheating 4 separate times, right? But what are the parameters in coming back into the relationship? or are you going to treat me differently now that I've cheated on you? You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of times the issue isn't will you take me back? The issue is, can you still be in a fruitful relationship after the cheating?
Yeah, am I not going to look at you crazy now?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or what are you going to do to make me, to have you back? Like, because all of that is trash. Like if I'm okay with you cheating, or maybe not okay with you cheating, but if I know you're going to cheat, or if you've cheated and I accept you back, then I should accept you back wholeheartedly without any issues. I shouldn't be holding it up against you or anything like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I guess. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I'm, whatever.
Speaking of cheating, there's a new type of cheating called micro cheating.
Is it cheating?
It's cheating, but it's things like texting a person or DMing a person or liking pictures. Mm-hmm. That all goes into the micro cheating because they say it could lead to more. I
just don't think liking pictures is cheating. I just hate
but
that.
But there are people that
there are people that
like
hate that. Yeah. Wait, it says, go back to it. I wanted to read it.
It doesn't really give a lot of information up here.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't really say what it is, but it just says progressively interacting with someone.
Yeah.
But sometimes people are just nice to people.
Yeah.
I don't think it's cheating until you fucking.
Thank you. I can flirt.
Oh, I don't care about you flirting.
Yeah.
That doesn't bother me. A flirt doesn't, because you just flirt. You are a naturally flirtatious person.
Ain't like we fucking.
Yeah, you flirt with everybody and you don't even realize you flirt.
Wait, that's nasty.
Well, I mean, maybe not everybody, but like with a lot of people, you flirt and don't even realize you flirting just because you're just a very charismatic guy.
Do you think
and you
that
smile a lot?
Wait, I like the smile.
Yeah, but some people don't know that you like the smile. They don't know that's one of your favorite things. They just being like, he like being in my presence. He love to smile. Look at all that smiling he doing. They don't know you just a goofy nigga. You goofy as hell. You are a goof. When we run into each other. What? Goof trip.
No. What you're not going to do is act like you've been a part of the eye to eye.
Baby, I do like the
goof.
No.
Do y'all know I tried to watch the Goofy movie documentary and she wouldn't let me watch it
because
she wanted to watch it?
What's wrong with that?
You don't even know the beats of the movie.
Baby, I watched the movie.
How many times?
The only movie I'm not like on the same level as you on that you are a big fan of is the fucking Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. I don't give a fuck about that movie. I'm talking about Goof. I watched that shit.
How many times?
I don't know. It used to come on Disney Channel a lot.
More than 7?
Baby, I honestly, I have no idea if I watched it
because if it ain't more than 7, I feel like you ain't real.
I couldn't tell you if it was more than 7. I couldn't tell you that. Oh my God.
Listen to this.
Love her. I love him. Mm-hmm. I love the Lord. Mm-hmm. I do plan to get married, but there's no way I'm marrying somebody before I have sex with them because I need to know what I'm dealing with for the rest of my life. Talk to this person.
This whole idea of I've got to test drive something before I'm, fully commit into it. Let's just have a conversation about that. So let's use a car. Yeah. I'm not going to buy a car unless I test drive it. Mm-hmm. There's not a car that you've ever kept for 45 years. I test drove the car. I bought the car. And then I traded it in 7 years later for an upgraded model. So even the idea of test driving means that there's no long-term commitment. Because what it means is I'm in until I can find something better that I can afford. Your ability to control yourself prior to saying I do is also your first test of can I keep my commitment till death do us part.
You know what I hate? I hate when niggas make something that is that makes sense and make it seem like it's some real shit.
Baby, you do that all the time. As soon as he gave that analogy, I was like, this sounds like some shit that he would say. He said, test driving a car in a warranty, getting your gears changed and your brakes is new. I said, oh yeah, that's you all the way. Cause what the fuck are you talking about? But I don't want to say what the fuck because it is Lecrae's podcast.
I don't give a fuck.
He's a gospel artist. But
So?
it's it's not him that said it. But yeah, I personally was okay, but I never said all right.
What?
So okay, yeah, but I never who am I talking to? I never said that I was not gonna fuck before marriage. So this doesn't really hit me any kind of way. I'm gonna fuck before marriage.
You know what?
But that's, to each his own. I get it. I understand what he's saying.
I feel like if you find a person that's down with that, then that that's cool. I just know I'll never be that person.
I think that
Like I stopped dealing with somebody because they wouldn't give me no head. They was like, I'm gonna hold the head till marriage. I'm like, bitch, we can't be together then.
I think that I understand what he's trying to say in between all of those metaphors. But I think that it's also like you're just trying to find your complete person. So someone that satisfies you completely.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you want to see all the elements of that person where, and this doesn't apply to everybody, but I just, where his analogy to me doesn't work is that is also a part of the person. The personality, the morals.
You can't pray bad pussy away.
You can't.
I'm sorry. There's no way you can say, oh God.
Your personality is not going to make up for the way you clean the house is not going to make up for, you know what I mean?
Man,
so
like
it's everything.
Listen, and I believe that God wants me to be happy in my relationship. And I also believe that work without faith is dead. So
that is not.
So
that's not.
If I don't first
don't you
put in the work
hallelujah.
To find out if this is going to make me happy. So that we can be fruitful.
Hey, and multiply. Hey,
in our situation.
Sometimes you get twins. Hallelujah.
You know what I mean? Because you know, at the end of the day,
the day gonna end.
God gonna ask me, what did you do to make sure she was gonna be right for you?
Well done.
And what am I supposed to say?
Well
Lord,
done.
I thought that if I didn't have sex with her, that it was gonna be all good. He gonna look at me like, duh.
Hey, time out. I don't think you could say sex in the sermon, but keep preaching. Go ahead. You probably can't say that. No. Just it's fine. Say fornicate. Say enter when I enter into the gates of my wife.
You know what I mean?
I want to know it's a flood on the other side. Hallelujah.
I just think it's dumb. And all you Christians out there, I promise it's in the Old Testament, okay?
No.
And you gotta take the Old Testament stuff with a grain of salt.
It's what, that you can't have sex before?
Yeah.
Do you know for sure if it is?
I'm guessing. That sounds like some Old Testament stuff.
You think they was fucking in the New Testament?
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm sorry. You think they was? You think they was entering their queens in the New Testament? Wait. I'm sorry. This is how my brain works. This is the problem with growing up in church and not going to church no more. You still got it in you. That's how I deliver a message. You think they was entering their queens prior to marriage?
I'm not doing this with you.
You brought up the Bible. Did nobody say nothing? Nobody said anything about the Bible until you started preaching. Oh my God, Pastor Love.
Oh man, but yeah, go ahead, have sex with the person you like. Gosh.
Or don't. If that's not really a thing for you, there's people that's asexual. They not really into it like that.
I mean, yeah, if you asexual, then yeah, you don't care.
Yeah, I mean, but some people.
But if you bisexual, you need to be fucking before marriage.
And you know what? That was a little funny. I think I liked it. All right. Don't do that no more, though. But
it was a triple entendre.
if you started going down the alphabet, I'd have been like, you got to stop right now. The A and B work. Don't bring C into this. It's not going to work no more. It's all right. Did we read this? We did this.
Yeah, we did that last week.
Yeah, we did that.
Wow.
What?
You put this in here, obviously.
I put all kinds of stuff in there. I just want to see what we're going to bite on. I don't know.
Underrated behaviors that help keep couples together.
It's a list of like 9 things.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be honest, I didn't read it. I just put it in there.
Oh, this looks good. All
I
right.
was like, it say couples, and we are a couple, so let's talk about that. So we're gonna be reading this for the first time as a family. All right. Number 1, telling your partner how good they look and being specific about the compliment. So instead of just saying you look good, like
Your butt look good.
you do
I
that
get
all
it.
the time.
Your butt. Yeah, man. Your butt be looking good.
I mean, like your outfit, like that's
Because
nice.
the way it frames your ass.
Okay. Well, that is very specific.
like your ass.
That's specific. That's a specific. Number 2, completing a task or errand for them without them asking you to. Hold on. Let me
Don't
just.
you touch a fucking button.
I didn't write it. I'm going to tell you I didn't write it. And I said I didn't read it before, so this is someone else that feels that way, not just me. All right. Number 3, sending a steamy text to let them know you're in the mood and thinking about them.
Here's the problem, though. People get mad when you send the wrong emoji.
So no, baby. The problem is we don't know how to be sexy because it's some dumb shit. He sent me something talking about I want to taste you the other day, but it was like it was one of them Cartoon Network cartoons or some shit like that, eating something. I was like, this is the one you wanted to go with? It was something dumb.
Yeah, but I was driving and I was trying to, you know.
You said I picked the first one under eating? Under eating?
Eating, yeah, man.
4, giving them a massage where they hold the most tension in their body.
That pussy.
No.
You hold mad tension in your pussy, baby.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, it's my
I'll
shoulders.
show you later.
It's my shoulders.
But what about your pussy?
It's fine.
Full body massage.
I want an actual full body massage.
I got you. I'm going to massage your whole body. I just might take longer in certain areas.
Oh my God.
You know, where the stress be at.
All right. 5, starting your day with positivity and a 6-second kiss.
That's a long ass kiss. And we not fucking?
Baby,
That's dumb.
every time you leave, I ask for a kiss.
Yeah, but not 6 seconds.
I don't know. Is that how long a second is? Oh, that's
That's a long ass kiss.
that does feel like a fucking kiss.
That's a fucking kiss.
Number 7.
Now.
What?
I said start your day off with it.
Okay.
And that's positivity. Fucking. I
It
think they
says a
saying
kiss.
start your day with fucking.
Positivity.
And 6-second kiss.
No, it's me waking up and not fussing at you about some shit that you ain't do. Like
That
not
would
going
be
to get my
positive.
bandage last
Oh
night.
my gosh.
Number 7, asking your partner what behaviors you do that make them feel
You
cared
didn't do
for.
number 5. It's number 6.
Yes, I did.
No, you
oh,
didn't.
hide a love note somewhere. They'll see it. Now, I would do that, but you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
What we counting as a love note?
I don't know.
Something
Something that
I
has
love
nothing
you.
to do with my butt or having sex with me.
I love you.
Anything. Have a great day today. Can't wait to see you when I get home. Things
Nigga,
like that.
I'm home.
But you leave.
Yeah, I guess.
Asking your partner what behaviors you do that make them feel cared for.
Okay.
What behaviors do I do that make you feel cared for?
You burn yourself to cook me food.
I did.
that's not a behavior.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I felt mad cared for.
I didn't. Number 8, acknowledging how much you admire, respect, or appreciate a specific quality of their character.
Oh, I tell you that all the time.
Like what?
You're fucking. I admire, respect, and appreciate you completely as the person you are.
It says a specific quality of their character.
You are funny.
I can't believe you.
You are caring.
I can't. Okay, I am caring.
There you go. You are funny and caring.
And that's it.
And I do that all the time.
You tell me that all the time?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, you do tell me I care too much. If that's anything, you tell me I care too much. So I guess that's the same thing. And the last one is letting them know how something they said changed your perspective or improved your quality of life. That happens a lot, though. We do that a lot.
Yeah.
We do that a lot. I
Through
think.
conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do that a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
That helps keep couples together, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know how,
Need
but
more compliments from you, though.
what you mean? I give you mad compliments, my nigga.
Okay. See?
What?
It's all right. It's fine.
You, man. I don't want to compliment you out.
I'll never feel complimented out if it's genuine.
Oh, this was super dope.
My eyes.
Husband spends 2 years planting flowers for his blind wife to smell to get her out of her depression.
That's beautiful. And it's a beautiful little landscape. So you can see this, but you can't see the man that proposed on the Google shit?
Nah, that was
The
stupid.
Google, okay.
That was stupid.
All right. Why didn't
But this, after 30 years of marriage, the wife lost her sight from diabetes. Well, maybe he should have spent 2 years.
Baby! She became withdrawn and stopped wanting to go outside. Wanting to make her happy again, he had an idea. He would plant flowers with a strong fragrance so she could enjoy their scent instead. Oh, she started going outside again, enjoying the fragrance and the visitors who came to see the beautiful garden. Their home became a well-known attraction, drawing thousands of tourists every year, bringing out not just beauty, but also new friendships and conversations. That is so sweet.
Yeah, it really is.
All of a sudden, you get new people to talk to, and oh my God, I love that.
No, that's great. I really like that.
Yeah, I
I
love
really
that.
like that.
That's beautiful.
I would do something like that.
Would you be able to think of it, or would I have to tell you? You think of it by yourself?
Nah, you probably have to
I
tell
know.
me.
That's what I
Somebody
thought.
would have to tell me.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
wouldn't automatically, like,
I know.
if you went blind, the only thing I'm thinking of is, God damn, how's she going to see the goddamn stove? She already burning herself without, then she can see.
Baby,
So how she,
baby.
I'm playing, man.
No, I'm dead serious when I say I'm not cooking dinner tonight. You gonna have to eat some pasta today. Gonna eat some damn spaghetti today.
I am playing with you, man. I'm playing with you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Let's go with the things that have nothing to do with sex. Oh, you'll like this. People with a sweet tooth might actually have higher brain activity, according to a study.
You know the a study. You know the problem with that? I got ADHD. I know I have higher brain activity. It's always something going on in my brain.
That ain't got nothing to do with eating sweets.
I love sweets, but also there's always something going on in my brain. So I already know I have higher brain activity.
They say people with sweet tooth often experience higher brain activity in areas linked to pleasure and reward, such as the dopamine system. Consuming sugar stimulates these regions, triggering feel-good chemicals that enhance mood and satisfaction. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand that.
Also, it makes you gain weight, which makes you sad.
Who said it made you sad? I'm fine. I'm okay. In Japan, napping at work can be a sign of dedication, not laziness.
Oh, see, in Japan, they doing all the
They
shit in
doing
Japan.
everything out there. They killing it out there.
I gotta go back to Japan,
They
man.
killing it out there. I'm gonna go to sleep and you're not gonna judge me?
You know what I mean? Also in Japan, you can hire someone to apologize on your behalf.
Yo, they killing it out there.
Japan got all the jobs.
They understand.
And at the jobs, you can sleep.
They understand people in general.
I'm telling you, they just want you to be happy.
Yeah, they want you to work to live, not live to work, which
Yeah.
has always been my goal. I've said that so many times. I don't want to just be working to work and just to survive. I want to live, and then I can work, but I want to live.
I guess.
They understand that you are a person,
Yeah.
it seems. So
Speaking of people, Bill Gates predicts that people will be replaced by AI. AI will replace doctors, teachers, and more within the next decade.
I believe that.
That is a little scary.
believe
But
that.
at the same time, it seems like every day that goes by, I see another usage for AI that seems better than my brain.
I was listening to another podcast yesterday, and Quinta Brunson was talking about how she talked to a friend of hers that worked in AI and said that soon, if AI becomes as successful as it probably can be, then they might find the cure for Alzheimer's. because if they can understand the human brain that well, then they can find cures for how to,
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
It's scary, but it's kind of crazy. Also, I still want a person there to at least supervise whatever the fuck they talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
of course.
I'm
of
not
course. I
doing
would've
all
just walked
robot.
in. Yeah.
I'm not doing a full robot world. Like,
Nah.
that's what we thought the shit was going to be like, the Jetsons and all that shit. But I need...
Yeah.
Yeah, we need somebody there.
I get that. Nah, man.
No, study reveals that a tidy space enhances focus and stress and happiness.
What?
I'm just trying to remember the title since you got rid of it. It popped up on the screen. Enhances focus and lowers stress.
Okay.
This is literally what I'm talking about all the time. All the time. If I walk into a room and there's shit everywhere and I'm just like, can y'all just help me clean up something? Just something. Like, it's literally, that's why my side of the room tries to stay straight.
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel more relaxed. So if everybody pitched in without me having to tell them, then I would be relaxed and I wouldn't be an
You gotta
asshole.
talk to these kids, man.
Yeah.
Study finds parents of sons experience faster mental decline.
You know what?
I get that.
I don't know if I believe it.
I believe it.
I read that and I was like, yeah, maybe, but then I don't know. Because it says daughters often provide more emotional and caregiving support, which may help slow cognitive decline. But I feel like the girl stresses me out more than the boys do. She's caring.
That's right now, though.
She's caring.
Like I told you when she was young, I said, it's going to be a flip-flop. Right now, she's an angel. And then when she gets older, it's going to be hell. And with boys, it's the opposite. They're hell in the beginning, and then towards the end, they get better. Even though I'm waiting for one of these boys to get better, but
No. I think, but that's the thing. They are caring and loving. They are caring and loving. So I don't think it's that. I think it's I feel like it's the other way around. But that's from my, little bit of experience.
no.
What?
No.
What?
Nothing. I just don't want to talk about that.
I like that one.
Fine.
You don't want to talk about nothing. Growing up with a brother secretly trains you to make better decisions.
I grew up with a brother and I don't, no.
Maybe it's sisters with brothers. Because sometimes we feel like you got to keep them in line.
They don't say nothing about sisters in here.
Oh, it just says brothers?
Yeah.
Having a brother makes you better at calculating when to take chances and when to exercise caution in social situations. Probably because boys just be doing anything.
True.
They just be doing whatever the fuck they want to do.
True.
And I guess when you being older and having a younger brother, you've kind of already done that. So you're watching the younger brother. Maybe that's what your vision is. But then me, I'm like, y'all just be doing everything. Why the fuck are y'all doing all this shit?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Having siblings is just wild anyway. I never had the sibling relationship that I wanted. It's getting better as we get older, but I never had that real like.
That's because y'all have a big age gap.
I guess. It's so funny. Over the past couple of weeks, excuse me, I've been talking to my mother, and she'll mention something about my brother and things that he did. You don't remember when this happened? You remember this happened? I'm like, woman, I didn't live in the household.
I was grown.
Yeah, and even if I lived there, I was never there. Like, I don't know anything that happened to him after like 9.
Yeah, and that's different from me because me and my little brother have a big age gap. But because our brothers are the same age, but I was always very mothering, and I was a mother at 21. So like I was around and kind of like, took on like it was big sister, but like I was helping, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, man.
So I think
I wanted away.
But me and my brother didn't get along. Oh,
No,
we
it
could not stand each other.
It wasn't even about getting along. I just never was home. I was never there. I was never there. Like,
and y'all are two different people, though, I think.
completely different.
I think
Well,
that's part of it. I mean, like, the things that you're into are not the
Yeah.
things that he's into.
Yeah.
So you were around people that you had common interests with.
yeah.
Music.
Yeah, yeah. It's just weird. So I never really had that, and I always wanted a sister. I always wanted an older sister.
An older sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. But I did. I wanted someone. I have older brothers, but I don't like. Okay. I don't like look up to them. You know what I mean? Like, and no shade, but like I just don't.
That's a little shady, man.
If we're being honest, I am almost like the older sibling. Like I don't really. They're not like. I don't really go to them like for older sibling shit.
Okay.
If anything, people come to me. So, I have an older sister, but she's like older. Like she's in her 50s and she got like grown kids and like, she don't live.
That ain't that older, man.
But I'm saying, well, I mean, she's been grown since I've known her. She's been grown.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
I get it.
Her kids are not far off from me.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got grandkids and stuff and she lives in a different state. Like we're not close. So yeah, I've just.
Damn, you a great aunt.
I guess.
Oh man, wait, no.
Like she's got a son that's a year older than my brother, exactly a year older than my little brother. What?
I was trying to remember what I used to. Never mind. Go ahead.
It's fine. So yeah, I've always wanted an older sister. I think that's why I was so close to my cousins that were a little bit older than me. Which is just, I think about that shit all the time with our kids and most people's kids that I know. Like, there aren't a lot of big families anymore. His families ain't really hanging out together.
No, that's real.
Like, for real. So that's just interesting to me.
Well,
but
the boys hang out with their cousins.
yeah, they happen to have some that are like, right. You know what I mean? But like, I had mad cousins.
Yeah.
That were always over and always doing shit.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, if I wanted to, I could spread the kids out to more family.
What, get them out of the house?
You know, and
what, send
get
them
out-
places?
No, get them around other family
Oh, you
members.
said spread them out like we just giving one kid to each family member.
No, I could, and I don't.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I don't really have a lot of, like my daughter is like the oldest, kind of the oldest of the kids around that age. Like a lot of them are younger than her. And then the ones that are like around her age, like she's never met them. They live in a whole different state.
Right.
So it's just, but when I was coming up, it was like all of us were around the same age. We may have been like 3 years apart.
When I was coming up, it was the same thing, but it wasn't like a bunch of us. Like it was 5 at most.
Yeah.
But we were a core. You know what I'm saying? Like me, Richie, Erica. Yeah, it was like 5 of us. And we were always together.
Yeah, that's how my cousins were.
Yeah, so I guess with our kids now, I guess they have that. Well, not the older ones, but
yeah, not the
younger
older ones, but the younger ones.
Yeah, they have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It seemed like it was a tangent, but it's so funny how many times I've heard people have conversations like that. Just about the family dynamics and how things have changed. That's why I always want to have a cookout. I always want to have a cookout.
That's not why you always want to have a cookout.
I'm always like, let's have a game night or a cookout or something. I just want to be around. I'm used to being around. I'm used to family being around all the time. Like that.
I'm down for that until it's time for it to happen.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, man.
I look forward to that shit.
Maybe if we had a bigger house, I would look forward to it.
But a house isn't small.
Yeah, but maybe if we had a bigger one where we just have more room.
Different rooms, like extra rooms that aren't occupied by kids or
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because it's just like everybody in one space just it doesn't make me feel good.
I get it, but also,
and I want to get away, and you be acting like I can't go
because you leave all of us. It's not just. It's fine.
What?
No, it's fine. It's all right.
It's family. Should be comfortable.
But why do you get to leave?
Because I don't want to be here.
Okay.
You could leave if you wanted to, but you don't want to leave.
Well, I can't leave if I invited them.
Nigga, I leave when I invite them.
You do. You leave them with me. You leave them with me, and I gotta find conversations. Yeah.
What are we watching, man?
I started watching this fuck. It
What?
because I don't know the name of it, but regardless, I don't care about the name. I started watching this documentary today. I only watched 2 parts. It's 3 parts on Netflix about child influencers. And it was based around this one girl that I had no idea who that girl was, and our son heard that it was about a influencer kid and knew her name. And I had never, it's like something Raquel. I forgot her name. Something P, it starts with a P, Raquel, something like that. And apparently she was this huge child, or she still is a child influencer. And her mom kind of ran it since she was little, and then they started adding more kids to the squad of I think they were literally called the squad, where they were like all these preteens and whatever that ended up kind of just getting together making content, kind of like the dancers, the documentary about the dancers, but they were kid influencers. And then it started getting weird, like from what I've seen, like in one of them, the mom ended up like kissing this boy on the live stream that was like 17, kept talking about how sexy he was and all this other stuff.
The mom?
Yeah, the mom who was the head of the thing kissed him on live stream. And then there were all these comments in the live stream about she just kissed a 17-year-old and whatever else. And he said he went to sleep like, like this is crazy, thinking his career's over, And the next day it was wiped from the internet. There was no sign of it. Like there was whatever, like she got rid of it. And he was like, if she can do that, like what else could she do? And they were like putting the kids in compromising positions, like making them get in relationships, trying to make them kiss, trying to make them do all this weird shit. And pushing the parents out of it. It was like, it's interesting. I'm on like part 3, but I started watching that. And that shit always looked weird to me, honestly. But I mean, I'm sure there's like some of those kid influencers that are like, okay, but like some of that stuff is kind of weird. But they would say she would purposely try to put them in compromising positions, or she would talk to some of the kids in ways that she shouldn't have been talking to them. It was weird. So I watched that. I watched American Idol. They're doing these duets or whatever, and that's good. They got some singers on Idol this year. They got some singers.
Fuck American Idol, but
We haven't been watching The Voice
they
because
do have a couple of singers.
they got some singers on there. They got some singers. And Carrie Underwood's getting more comfortable. She looked a little like, I don't know what the fuck to do, and she ain't had no personality. But I think she just had to learn like Reba did. What else?
It's only one Reba though.
I hate you. I feel like there was something else I watched, honestly, but we never talked about Bill Burr.
Okay.
We watched Bill Burr's special. We watched it a couple weeks ago. And I thought it was great.
No, it was really good.
I thought it was great.
It was really good. I love Bill Burr.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of the funniest out today. And I love when someone is able to bring you into their world, but at the same time, you can see your world so vividly. You know, even though I wasn't experiencing some of the things he was talking about, I was like, yeah, but I can see myself going through that.
Something he said that stuck out to me was, you know, how he's known for being grumpy and just whatever. He had to think like, with his wife, this woman chose to spend her life with me, and I'm making her life difficult. I'm being angry. She's scared to ask me questions or to ask me, you know, can I do something or whatever. Like he saw how she was reacting to him, where she was just didn't want to ask him nothing because he'd get mad or whatever. And he said, I had to realize like she chose to spend her life with me. She could do anything else with her life, and I'm making it hard. And I was like, wow. I didn't think about that, but that's very true. And I think that's honestly something that me and you both need to kind of take into account.
What?
Life should still be enjoyable. We don't have to just be, you know, I think sometimes we go through the motions. I think we have a good time, but I think sometimes we just go through the motions because it's like, all right, things have to get done and and we're irritated with just regular everyday things. And I think it's like, we chose to be in this life together. So, like, don't make it more difficult than it would be if we weren't together.
Yeah.
Do you not see what I'm saying?
No, I completely see that. I think it's a great thought. I think sometimes it's hard though to coexisting is hard.
Yeah.
Coexisting is hard.
Yeah.
You know, and I think sometimes without thought you can do things that'll make it hard or difficult for another person. You know, but you know, I'm completely with the thought of making somebody else's life easier, at least when it comes to living with you.
I mean, at the end of the day, your life and your experience can be whatever you want it to be. And I think that a lot of people, not just us, get in a routine of what we think we're supposed to be doing and forget that you're supposed to enjoy it. You're supposed to be having a good time. You're supposed to be loving each other. Like you chose to be together. You chose to do that. You didn't just choose to like live in a house and I don't know, pay bills and whatever. Like you chose to be in this position.
Yeah, you chose to be in one position, but you didn't choose to be. You didn't choose the fallout from those choices, so to speak.
You have to explain.
Well, for instance, you choose to eat a bunch of cookies every day because they're good as shit. You don't choose the fallout, which is diabetes. Now you have to deal with that process from your choices. You know what I mean? So sometimes you can choose to be with the person, you can choose for the family, but the thing that comes from all of those residual effects are the things that you're dealing with. It's not so much the thing that you chose, but it's the residual effects from your choices that you're dealing with that makes it much more difficult.
I know, but do you stay in a position where you are just stressed out from having to deal with all that, or do you make it worth living for, or do you leave it alone and just be like, well, this is too much? You don't want to be in a situation that's so stressful that is what your life is going to be for the rest of your life. You can choose what your life is going to be.
Yeah, I guess. I don't. For me, I don't exactly see it that way. Only because I feel like my choices affects everyone in here more so than anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I have to take certain stresses on to make sure that everybody else is able to live their life a little better. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, it sounds good, and in theory is true. But I think when you really break it down, sometimes it's not as simple as just making a choice to be happy with your life, so to speak.
I don't believe in that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't believe in that. I believe that you can make your life whatever you want your life to be. You could be going through things and you could be struggling with things, but you can also choose how you approach them. And if
True.
you're in a situation where you are always stressed every day and you're not happy, taking on extra stress is not going to make it any better, I don't think. If you're not happy, I don't think you should just be like, well, this is my life now, I'm just never going to be happy. I think that you should.
I get that.
I think that you can. I think so. Today, on Facebook, I asked people, what are little things that you look forward to during the day that are just like random moments of like happiness for you? Just like little things, because I think that I've been in situations where I forgot the little things that make me happy because I'm stressed about things. And then I'll be like, oh, I have to find something to, like, you can literally do whatever you want in your life. Like, you can make your life whatever you want your life to be. So, like, little things that I look forward to, like, I look forward to waking up and making my coffee. That's dumb, but I get the espresso machine, I'm Starbucks, I'm doing all the little things. That's something little that takes away from me stressing. I'm trying to figure out how I was gonna bring this back because I had it and then I lost it, and that's what
well,
ADHD does.
No,
It fucks me up. But
what you're saying is finding those little pieces of joy.
yeah, because
throughout.
sometimes you can let stress bog you down, but if that is what if there's so much stress that all it's doing all day is bogging you down and you're not enjoying anything, that's not a good space to be in.
I get that. I don't know if I have that right now at this present moment. Like something that I can look forward to every day that is bringing some type of happy, even the small joy of like the coffee thing. Like, you know,
Also says sitting down watching Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. For some reason, I'm like, okay, I love, like, this is my shit. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch this. Like, I look forward to watching this. It's 7:00. Oh shit, it's about to come on. Like, it's something that's little that I can relax a little bit.
right.
Because I got a lot of shit going on too. So I'll be like, this is consistent for me. This always makes me happy. I can look forward to doing this.
Yeah, I don't have that right now. I don't have one thing that I can look forward to that says, "Oh, okay, this is my fun time right here."
Maybe that's because you don't really look at fun the same way everybody else looks at fun.
Possibly. It was one of those P
It was going to be
words.
probably or possibly. I was going to give you one.
It was one of those
But
P
yeah,
words.
you don't look at fun the same way everybody. You don't think there's fun until there's no more stress, almost. That's how you operate. If you are completely stress-free and there's nothing else, then you can enjoy yourself.
But no. And okay, that's true. But what you're talking about doesn't have anything to do with that. That's literally like the coffee thing.
Yeah, I am. It's something little. Like, even
Yeah.
I purposely do it because I know that it gives me a break from my day. Like,
It gives you joy.
I found something that I can do to break up the stress of my day.
Right.
And I've been stressed for weeks, nonstop. I'm not gonna lie to you. My sleep's been terrible, stressed.
Right.
Like, constantly. But every day I'm like, you know what? When I go make my coffee, like, that's something for me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at it like this. Or when something about my shower routine, getting in there, taking my shower, playing my music, or I'll play meditation music or something, light my candles, putting my oils and stuff on. That I look forward to that.
I think that's cool. I almost envy that. Like the fact that you have something like that. I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have any small thing that I do every day that is like, ooh, I look forward to this.
Maybe you should find something.
Maybe. You've
You've probably never looked at it like that.
I never thought about it.
But I think if you find something like that, that will help you at least give your day a little bit of balance. Where you're like, okay, this gives me a break from being stressed about everything else.
No, like I said, I never thought about it. When you put the thing up there, I didn't even think to ask myself the question. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, that's cool.
I had people putting all kinds of things. Someone said the drive to work where it's quiet and there's nobody asking me anything. Someone said the gym or my morning playlist. I had someone that said she has a cup of tea every morning and that's like, that releases her. Mm-hmm. People said walking their dog, like just little things like that, or just getting out of the bed or my shower routine or my skincare routine, like small things that were just like, this is a break from the day.
Yeah. I ain't got that, B.
It's all right.
I ain't got that.
Yeah, but I can't think of anything else I've watched.
I haven't wanted to watch TV.
I have. I have.
This week.
And you won't let me.
I didn't say I wouldn't let you. It was just it was The Voice.
So that's a big thing that I watch every week.
Yeah, but we watch that. And we watching We shows.
I've been watching fucking Bluey for a month. Fucking Bluey and Number Blocks for a month straight. Like,
you being too nice to that boy, man. He alive.
I know, but he wasn't feeling good, and I was trying to let him. But now I'm like, I need to get back to some grown-up shows. Oh, and I've still been watching Surface on Apple Plus. Mm-hmm. That shit is good. Oh my gosh, that shit is good. But I really do wish I could have binged it. It's episode by episode. Oh, and we started watching First on the Call Sheet, or Number One on the Call Sheet.
Oh yeah, no, that was good. We watched the first half.
The first episode, and we got to watch the second one. But it's a couple of shows that are coming out that I want to watch. I feel like I need to watch White Lotus. Everybody been talking about White Lotus, and I started trying to watch the first season, and I couldn't get into it. But I might go back. I don't know. So
I don't know. Maybe I'll get back to watching something today. This has just not been the week. I've been super stressed this week. So, yeah, maybe like you said, once things are not as stressful, then I can find some time to, sit and enjoy something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just haven't really been able to get in a show and enjoy it because my mind is on 12 million things right now. So, yeah. Ew, I didn't want to end it like that, man.
I mean, oh well. We here now. You already did it. Look how you forcing the laugh out just so you can end it with some positivity.
No, I like to laugh, and that was funny, man.
That was a part of your day that you looked forward to, laughing.
I didn't look forward to that.
Oh, okay.
Laughter. But yeah, we'll be in Chicago May 11th. It's going to be fly. That's an old word.
Baby, please don't do that.
I can't say
God
that.
damn it.
All right. It's going to be great.
Sure, why not?
Generic word. You should definitely come out. And that's all I got, man.
Yeah, get your tickets. Again, get them soon.
Yeah.
If you're in Chicago, share the post.
Yeah,
share it with somebody, text it to somebody, put it in your story. Do whatever you want to do. Or share one of your favorite clips of ours that you think might entice somebody to want to come to the show that's never been to the show. It's going to be a good time. Again, I'm very excited about this venue because we've been there but haven't been there. So, we haven't done the venue. We just went to go see something there. And I think it'll be a good time. So
I'm excited about the show itself.
yeah. So
This is taking us into a new arena. Arena, man.
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, any last things you want to say?
No, that was it. That was the last thing. Get the
Oh, that was
tickets.
your last thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, that being said, and then we had Sex and Social Jew. Thanks for listening.
Bye.